Have you ever felt like you're running flat out, ticking boxes, jumping between tasks, chasing productivity hacks, and yet somehow it never feels like enough? You finish one thing and two more appear. You're trying your best, but it's like you're on a treadmill that won't stop. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Let's talk about why productivity might actually be a trap and what's worth focusing on instead. We've been sold this idea that if we just crack the code, the right morning routine, the perfect Notion setup, the best apps, will finally become this version of ourselves that just glides through life effortlessly. Wake up at 5 a.m., cold shower, journal, do 10 tasks before breakfast, and if you can't do that, well, maybe you're just not trying hard enough. That's the trap, because productivity isn't a destination, it's a moving target. There's always something else to do, another system to try, another way to optimize, and it never ends. Instead of peace, this endless chase often leads to burnout. Productivity used to be about getting things done, but somewhere along the way, it became something else, a performance. We started using how busy we are as a way to signal how valuable we are. How's work? Oh, mate, flat out. I've been back to back. Being overwhelmed has almost become a badge of honor. It's almost as if you're not constantly rushing, you must not be doing enough. But here's the truth. Productivity doesn't always mean progress. You can spend your whole day replying to emails, color coding tasks, jumping from meeting to meeting, and still feel like you've achieved nothing. That's motion, not meaning. We've confused being busy with being effective. It's easy to be in motion, but it's harder to move with intention. Some days, the most meaningful things we do don't look like productivity at all. Taking a quiet walk, calling someone you care about, reading for pleasure, sitting with your thoughts. Those things might not go on a to-do list, but they're not wasted time. They're how we reconnect with ourselves, and ironically, they're often what fuels our best work later on. You don't need to earn your rest. You don't need to fill every moment. You are not a machine. So instead of asking, how can I do more? Try asking, what's actually worth doing? It's not about squeezing more out of your day. It's about giving your time to things that matter. Productivity is useful, but only if it's pointed in the right direction. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to simply stop, pause, and take a breath, and then ask yourself, why am I even doing this in the first place? If you feel like you're falling behind, like you're not doing enough, you're not broken, the system is. We were never meant to be switched on all of the time. You don't need to hustle 24/7. You don't need to optimize every second. What if success wasn't about doing more, but about creating space to think, to feel, to live? Because a calm, focused mind can do more in 2 hours than a burnt out one can do in 10. And at the end of the day, your worth isn't defined by how many tabs you had open. It's defined by how fully you lived. If this resonated with you, take it as your sign to pause, not to give up, but to step back, reflect, and choose differently. You don't need to become a productivity machine. You just need to be present and intentional, focused on what truly matters to you. Thank you very much for watching. This is Beyond Numbers.